MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Aaron Savali gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today. Now at the plate, Luis Arias, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Up with it, Perez. And the throw is there to record the first out. Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been very good in D-Row. Through the first 4 games of this homestand, big donut 0. 0-4, that's not going to cut it in this league.
Yeah, we started to hear a spattering of boos yesterday coming from the home faithful. They have to find a way to right the ship.
Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. 3-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate, Nelson Cruz. Oh, had a hanger that time, but missed it. 1-2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Devin Smeltzer gets the starting nod for the Twins. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Stepping up to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fly ball out toward left center field. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Oscar Mercado.
In now, Oscar Mercado. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Now another 2-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
To the plate now, Francisco Lindor. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. Now the 1-1 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Now at the plate, Josh Donaldson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Stepping in now, Mitch Garver. Line drive to center field. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario is currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, and he's got a chance to add to that total right here.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising to me. I mean, he's a good player, but I don't think many pegged him as one of the best run producers in the game coming into this year. But he's having a breakout year, no question about it.
3-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 3-2. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Chopped up the line to first, but foul. Sano at third, Donaldson at second, Garver on at first with nobody out. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. The next 3-2. Now ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. The 3-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, Max Kepler. High and deep to right center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with the power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
Before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. So now to the plate, Byron Buxton. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now in the box, Luis Arias. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the 2-1. Strike 2 looking as the sinker bores down the middle of the plate.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
4 runs here in this half inning. Runner going a second time. Pitch inside, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Arias is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Stepping into the box, Jorge Polanco looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Striding in once again, Nelson Cruz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it's gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 34 home runs now on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one.
Please.
Hunter Wood
Now
enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Into the box now, Miguel Sano. in there, and it's even now, 2-2. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano, and that is 27 for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Donaldson. He singled his last time up. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Wood, playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 29th round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Scorched to third. And it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. But not before they claim the lead here as they bat around and hang an 8th spot on them. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Twins 8 and the Indians nothing. And that.
Play ball. That's ball 4. Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. Out. He's out. That's ball 4. Out. Out. 3. Out. Good. He's out. Out. Good. Ball 4, take the base. Out. 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 Ball 4, take your base. He's out. That's ball 4.
Ready for another shot now. Jordan Luplow. The numbers against Tyler Duffy. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The 1-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it down. Ramirez over at second. Santana is over at first with 1 away. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Hit hard towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Ready once again, Roberto Perez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Two men are on with two men out. Line towards center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Twins posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Devin Smeltzer earned his 9th win of the year. Aaron Savali was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Twins, 11 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
Play ball. Take your base, ball 4. Ball 4, take your base. Keep straight. 3.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM.
Reined in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ramir Reyes.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Friendly Reyes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department. So now Carlos Santana. It was a walk in his last trip. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Indians leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The 1-1 home.
2-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Luplo is there, one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel Sano.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Miguel Sano. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Count even at 2-2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
At the plate now, Josh Donaldson. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down go the Twins in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Correct.
Standing in, Domingo Santana. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Now a good take here as he misses for a ball, and it's 2-1 now to the Cleveland left fielder. All even now, 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The right fielder, number 8, Jordan Luplo.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and that's going to be all for our starter, Rich Hill. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Randy Dobnak comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
68, Randy Dobnak.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Digging in, Roberto Perez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. Dobnak uses a split-fingered fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working, and I'd imagine as a hitter it's always in the back of your mind. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Tribe. Still tied 1 apiece. Stepping in, Mitch Garver. And we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least 1 more hitter.
Well, Matt, we'll see how this works out, but I think they figured with the righty coming up, it was worth sticking.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Oliver
Eddie Rosario will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Perez has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Swing and a liner. Foul. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
now batting.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Matchup numbers with Oliver Perez. He has a 3 for 12 line. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout.
Now batting, Oscar Mercado. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-1. Misses off the plate. Hit sharply on the ground. On to first, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? 1 away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Ready for another chance? Francisco Lindor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Adam Simber the 9th and tied until the bottom half.
Adam Simber.
Marwin Gonzalez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Jorge Polanco. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Sinker. 3-2 now. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Nelson Cruz. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard to short. He's got it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece. Homer Bailey comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
15, Homer Bailey.
Here's Carlos Santana now.